Hi YouTube, I'm Tim and welcome to episode 3 of my Star Wars toy collecting. It's even more modern Star Wars toys, which is why I showed this just the cover of this front book in my last video, which was a Blu-ray haul. And this showing the book again, just to give you some interesting eye candy before I come on camera. So hello and good morning, if it's still morning. Early morning for me, and I have some modern Star Wars toys to show off. It's a huge eBay haul of Star Wars toys related to Jabba the Hutt or Mos Eisley. So just love this book. So I ordered a haul of 25 Jabba's Palace aliens, even though these aren't technically all Jabba's palace. Some of these are bounty hunters, and Greedo got shot in Star Wars, so I remember watching Return of the Jedi, and there was a Greedo double in Jabba's palace. I was thinking, oh, that's Greedo. No, he got shot in Star Wars. And then I remember the special edition had a female Greedo. But here's Star Wars figures I bought in a lot off of eBay. It's a two-pack of figures, a Jawa and the Gonk droid, and comes with a Comtech chip, which I don't have the thing to play what's on there. But I'm not an inbox collector, so I open these up. Just like when I was a kid, I had to open these. Not trying to make any money. And then here's two more I got in this Jabba's Palace lot. Pair of Jawas, so that's 4 figures. And let's see what else. Oh, and I got another Jabba the Hutt loose. I don't know. I think this is the Phantom Menace one that originally came with a thing of slime that you put in his mouth, and then he squirts it out of his mouth, but this was just loose. It didn't have the Jabba glop with it. And it's really rubbery, and he doesn't really move. He opens his mouth. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. And then I wanted to get a new bib for Tuna because my old Kenner one I've misplaced, and I think the jacket on it deteriorated, so in this lot I got the new Hasbro one loose, but as you can see, it's in this little Ziploc baggie loose, and he doesn't have any weapons or anything, but he's got the whole outfit of the modern bib for Tuna, and he's got this little string thingy tied around his arm. Yeah, I can't get that to show up any better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. Now some of these figures were loose in the slot. Some were still in the package. It's all modern. 90s era Star Wars toys. And shown this off in few other videos before. In a minute you'll see what I'm talking about. There is a Jabba's Palace playset on that shelf. It's my friend Jody bought me one off of eBay because the local Walmart didn't have it, and I've got a mix of modern Star Wars toys and Kenner Star Wars toys, and that blue Snaggletooth is a reproduction. That's not an original, but pretty much everything else is a classic Kenner or it's a modern Hasbro. And the Luke, the farm boy Luke that has a blue lightsaber, that's a reproduction lightsaber. It's one that glows in the dark. But as you can see, there's a Luke with like the battle armor on him, and I have the old Kenner Jabba back there. Yeah, Jody got me another Jabba because my old Jabba was missing an arm. But I don't have a throne for this new Jabba. It's like for an old throne that's the color's all messed up, and I've got the mid to late 90s metal bikini slave Leia in Jabba's arm. And I've got the magnetic Han and carbonate on the hanging the back, and then another Han and carbonate that Walrus Man and the little red Snaggletooth are carrying, and then Han out of carbonite holding a blaster, and then the reproduction blue snag, and my old Kenner reuse. I've got the Han that came with this playset at gunpoint and in shackles, and then there's the new guy, the new reuse that came with this, and Lando and Skiff disguised as sitting down, and I've got another slave Leia in the back, and then classic Boba Fett figure in the back, and then Han and Luke, modern Jedi Luke, and a modern Darth Vader having a lightsaber duel, and there's classic Luke Skywalker sitting down with the Stormtrooper sitting down next to him, and then you could see R2-D2 is right behind Han Solo. If you look really close, the light's really bright, and there's another R2-D2 behind this Luke in the desert battle armor. It's modern Jedi Luke. So I just had to show those off again for anybody that hasn't seen that Jabba's Palace that I've got. So, and the shirt, it's old. This was one of my dad's Tai Chi t-shirts. When my dad was still alive, he took a Tai Chi class. Now, back to the video. And I got Chewbacca loose that it's got a chain on him, because this is the Chewbacca that the Bush Leia sells to Jabba, but he's got like a gun holster, but doesn't look like he can hold, or it's either a gun holster or something like a purse. He can't hold anything in it though. He's got that chain stuck on him. No weapons. 7. And then I got this loose Bosk that's got a gun. And that's 8 of 25 figures. And I got Dengar loose, but no weapons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here's another boss that loose that came with a weapon in this lot of 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I got this guy loose, but I don't know who this guy is. I've looked online for this guy, and I can't find any info on him. Doesn't have any weapons, but he's got his gun holsters and his feet. His feet are all messed up. Let me take him out of his baggie. It's all dark colored. Yeah, look at his feet are messed up. Yeah, he can stand like that, but his feet are crooked. Here. This guy has got a really loose waist. He's got his butt sticking out. He looks like some sort of alien. And its head turns. Does his arms turn at all? Yeah, his arms just barely turn. And it looks like some of this paint chipped off of him. It's like some sort of scary alien guy. That's probably about as best as I'm gonna get him to stand up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11 the 25 lot that I got. 12. I think this is Zekis. Modern Zekis figure, but again, it's a loose figure, doesn't have any weapons. I don't feel like taking him out of his baggie right now. And then got a skiff guard that's got his weapon. So 13. 14. Got a yak face loose. Yeah, I emptied out that box. So here's way down here. I've got the rest of my stuff. It's the rest of my lot of 25 figures. I got the modern Greedo figure carded. And then I got another Salt Mare yak face, but this one's actually carded and he's got this little stick thingy. And then I got a Black Series number 17 Vizan. And this was loose like that in the slot. So it's 25 figures, so, and I got one Momon Nadin Hammerhead, and I got a bunch of Jawas. Here's another pair of Jawas. Here's another pair of Jawas. So Jabba's Palace lot. And here's another pair of Jawas. So I've got plenty of Jawas. And then this was at the end of the lot. I got the holographic Luke Skywalker. It says Jabba's Palace on the front. And I'll be opening these at some point. And that's all I got in that lot of 25 figures. But I also got another Jabba's Palace playset, the little paper stock 3D palace that has another Han and Carbonite, but I think it just hasn't completely thought out. Yeah, he's thought out, and I'll open this at some point. I got this mainly so my other Jabba would have a throne, but I think these two Jabbas are about the same size, so I could probably use the newer one for the throne. And I can transfer Slave Leia to this throne to sit by Jabba. So I was going to open this up and start filling it with figures, but I think I'm going to do that another time. Just show off a little bit more of it. Yeah, this came out in '98, so it's right before, year before Phantom Menace came out. Yeah. It says it's a cardstock Jabba's Palace display for your Star Wars figures. Contains figure as noted, other figures sold separately. So Jabba's Palace holographic Jedi Luke. Hammerhead. Two Jawas. Another pair of Jawas. This was all stuff I bought off the eBay. Another pair of Jawas. And Black Series Vizem Skiff or Guard. But that fell off. But I'm not an inbox collector. I like to take these out of the package. And then I got Yak Face and Greedo, so it's all modern stuff. And then I got got this little dark colored alien. I guess he's either somebody from Jabba's palace or he's a bounty hunter from Mos Eisley. I guess they want him to, he's supposed to stand like this. He's got peg holes, but yeah, he seems sort of lopsided. Cool figure, but yeah, they made, seems like one of his feet is too bent. Yeah, he can sit down a little bit, but I'm afraid that his gun holsters are going to break off. So I'm going to put him back in his baggie for now. And got it. Rubber Jabba loose. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah. Here's another skiff palace guard. Bosk. Another Bosk. Yak face. A yak face and loose in a baggie. And then modern Dengar figure loose in a baggie. And the modern big Fortuna loose in a bag, little Ziploc baggie. And then captive Chewbacca with a chain hanging from his neck that Princess Leia Bouche was holding on to. She was about to sell Chewie to Jabba. I'll take him out for a second. He turns his head, and this chain is just plastic. It's not metal like I thought. Wait a minute, it does have a little bit of a metal feel to it, but it's kind of rubbery. You twist, his arms go up. It's not really a gun holster. It's just like a little purse he carries around. I think it was supposed to be a gun holster, but since he's being sold to Jabba, it's just a little closed up thing. So I'll put him back in his little baggie. And then there's my loose Zuckus in a baggie. And then 2 more Jawas carded. Back of it, you see 2 Jawas, Jedi Knight Luke, Hammerhead, Death Star Gunner, and the Stormtrooper, and then see some spaceships and shine light through the top of head for glowing effect. And then you get of a check-off list of all the figures, but no Princess Leia, but you get the Kenner logo, front and back, and then copyrighted 1996 by Hasbro, and then the carded Jabba with the Gonk droid, and down here you can just barely see the Hasbro logo. Yeah, this one's from 1999, Hasbro. And Comtech chip, but I don't have the Comtech reader for it. And it looks like this Jawa's got a gun. And on the back, you can see R2, Farm Boy Luke, Han Solo, and Greedo, and then 3 of Jabba's skiff guards, and then 3 different Rebel pilots, and then Star Wars Fan Club, and then websites for Star Wars, and Hasbro. So, and I've looked through this book and I can't, it hasn't helped me figure out who this dark-colored alien guy is. So if anybody knows who he is, please comment. So that's it for this 3rd episode of my Star Wars toy collecting. Sometime later today, I will open these and put them in that diorama. So I'm Tim, and thanks for watching my Star Wars toy collecting episode 3.